Computing probabilities in Minitab. Minitab has all the tables of your textbook built in. It goes beyond the tables because Minitab can handle any parameter values for whatever probability you need. Minitab has 3 output functions, so you'll need to use these in order to get the probability that you want. So sometimes you will have to use your knowledge of probability to compute the actual answer to your question. The first type of probability that Minitab can compute is an equals probability, like the probability that x equals 2. If you're looking for a cumulative probability, like the probability that x is less than or equal to 2, Minitab can also give you that, but it will not compute the probability that x is less than 2. Minitab can also compute an inverse cumulative probability. Let's say you're already given a percentile and you want to know what value of x is at that percentile. So the probability that x is less than or equal to what value of x will equal 0.75, or the 75th percentile. Minitab can give you that unknown value of x. Computing probabilities for the Poisson distribution. In the Poisson distribution, we only have one parameter. Let's say, for our example purposes, lambda equals 2. We would like to compute 2 probabilities: the probability that x equals 0, the probability that x is less than or equal to 2, and if we're given the cumulative probability 0.40, what value of x gives us the 40th percentile? Minitab can help us to answer these questions by going into Calc, Probability Distributions, Poisson. The first probability that we wanted to compute, the probability that x equals 0, Minitab can give us this if we click the probability circle. Minitab next asks for the mean. For the Poisson distribution, the mean is equal to lambda, the parameter. That was previously stated to be 2. We want the probability that x equals 0, so we want the input constant to be 0. When we click OK, Minitab will give us the answer. The probability that we want is right here. Let's compute the cumulative probability, the probability that x is less than or equal to 2. We'll go back into the Calc menu, Probability Distributions, Poisson. But this time we want a cumulative probability. The mean is still 2, and our input constant has changed to 2. Here we are telling Minitab to compute the probability that x is less than or equal to 2. And here is the answer. Let's say we want to reverse the process. We are given the probability 0.40. What's the value of x? Well, since this probability is like a percentile, we can use the inverse cumulative function in Minitab. For the Poisson distribution, go back to Calc, Probability Distributions, Poisson, and we'll select Inverse Cumulative Probability. The mean is still 2, but our input constant is the given probability, or percentile, 0.40. Don't enter a fraction into this part because Minitab will give you an error message. When we click OK, we see that there are 2 values that Minitab gives us. First, the 0, which is here. The cumulative probability at 0 is given right here. Next, Minitab tells us that the answer could be 1, with this cumulative probability. If we round to 2 decimal places, the value of x at 1 gives us the 40th percentile, which is what we were looking for.